Oh my gosh, you guys, something's hitting the lobster. No way. Something's actually on there. What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here, and welcome back to another fishing adventure.
If you lead me to my own device, I never have to compromise. The city is like a jungle, gotta make it mine.
I've made it a point to adventure to new spillways, and in today's episode, I am doing just that. The location I'm heading to is about an hour and 15 minutes away. The satellite images look promising, so I'm excited to get out there, hopefully access the water, and catch some fish. I finally made it to the spillway, and what a cool fishing spot. I've never been to a spillway quite like this. As you can see behind me, there is this large concrete structure where the water comes from the lake, but there is actually no sitting water directly beneath that structure. But downstream, there is a really promising looking fishing spot, and that is where I'm going to start. As with all of my new fishing spots, I like to toss out a night crawler to get a sense of what might be living beneath the surface. I've got a weightless entire night crawler rigged up. Here we go. Fish on. That was instantaneous as soon as that night crawler hit the surface. Oh wow, you guys. A big fish charged the bluegill as I was reeling it in. I think I'm gonna rig this guy up as live bait to see if whatever that was goes for it. I'm excited to see what fish might pick this up because something definitely went for it. There's a bunch of slack in the line. Something might have picked it up already. No way. I brought a bunch of different baits to use today, but I did bring one that I am actually pretty excited about. And that is this lobster tail. I bought this to eat, and it expired January of 2019. So it's not safe to eat anymore, but I do think this could make for some good fishing bait. It's got a little freezer burn on it, and the meat is looking interesting, but I don't think the fish are going to mind. All right, let's try a piece of this lobster. Those are words that I never thought I would say when it comes to spillway fishing, but we're gonna give it a go today. I don't know how well this is going to stay on the hook, but we're gonna find out. That actually looks very promising. I think this is gonna work. I was a little skeptical at first, but I'm feeling good about this. Let's see if there's any fish below this spillway that want some lobster. Although I had that fish show interest towards that live bluegill, I have yet to get another bite, so I think I'm gonna use him as cut bait. Oh my gosh, you guys, something's hitting the lobster. No way. Something's actually on there. No, they dropped it. I can't believe it. That didn't take long at all. I've got a giant chunk of this bluegill. Let's toss it out and see if anything wants to pick it up. All right, something is messing with the lobster. They're taking out line. I'm gonna give them a second to feast, and then I'll set the hook. Okay, here we go. Nothing. I've lost 2 chunks of lobster so far. I'm gonna try leaving part of the shell on. Hopefully, it'll keep the fish from stealing the bait. I've been fishing this first spot for a little over an hour with only a small bluegill to show for my efforts. So I think it's time to do a little bit more exploring. All right, I moved a little bit further downstream. I don't know if there's going to be any big fish in here, but you never know unless you try. So I'm gonna toss some baits out and see if we can hook into one. Oh my gosh, finally caught a second fish. Yet another bluegill. See you later, buddy. Oh my gosh, that was a really nice bite. That was the best bite I've had all day. I'm starting to lose hope in this little spillway area. I'm seeing signs of decent sized fish, but I have no idea what species they are. And on top of that, I believe there are a ton of turtles living in this water. I'm not giving up quite yet, but I'm starting to lose hope. All right, finally caught another fish. And it is a third bluegill, about the same size as those first two. I originally was using 2 rods with Carolina rigs to try to catch a catfish or any other predatory fish, but that is not working at all. So I'm switching out one of those rods with a float, and underneath I have some corn. I've seen some signs of big fish. I'm not sure on what species they are, but they apparently do not like the cut up bluegill. Oh, it's a green sunfish. See you later, buddy. What in the world did I just catch? No way. I just caught a baby snapping turtle. See you later, buddy. I've been fishing today for almost 5 hours. I've tried a bunch of different techniques, a ton of different baits. I even tried lobster, and I have not been successful at catching a big fish. So as much as it pains me, I believe most of the creatures living beneath this spillway are turtles. I think it's time to finally move on. Perhaps I should have left sooner, but I did not want to give up on that spillway. The water looked very promising, and it just did not happen. On the bright side, I have about an hour of daylight left, so I'm going to head to another nearby spillway. I'm not a huge fan of this location just because of the fact that it is so popular, but I really do not have a choice. All right, we have made it to spot number 2. This is a spillway that I've fished at before, and I've never really had much luck, but I've never fished here with the water so low. I'm excited to see what fish might be lurking out there. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a big one. Oh, fish on. Oh my gosh, no, it's off, it's off, it's off, darn it. Oh, that felt like a nice fish. There we go, fish on. All right, a little freshwater drum. I will take it. All right, see you later, buddy. I was wondering when this day would come. I've had a couple good fishing adventures in a row, and I knew I had a bad day of fishing in the future. Well, today did not disappoint. That first spillway, it looked very good. I've never been there before, but I was expecting to catch some fish, and I really was only catching little sunfish. After coming to this second location, I thought I'd at least be able to catch a catfish, and I only ended up with a little freshwater drum. If you guys stuck through this video, I really appreciate the support. I will catch you guys on the next one.
The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey. Let the games begin.
Ah, man. Ow.